Good evening to all the viewers and good morning to all overseas viewers. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. Ram Ram, Salam Alaikum. Leave no stone unturned. Deeply explore the beauty of your life by Neil Gaiman. Welcome to all my soul brothers and sisters. Once again, we start a new series on dynasties of life. All the 4 dynasties will be explained to you in detail, starting with Stone Dynasty. This will be taken up by our own very lovable, full of compassion, Vindri Kaurji. With love, we call her Buaji. She is a spiritual healer. She is on the advisory board member with Jeevan Jach organization. She is proficient in 18 therapies. Her healing words touch each and every soul. Her warmth and compassion impacts one and all. So starting with a new series, Dynasties of Life, over to Vindri Kaurji.
A warm welcome to all of you after a very big break. So we start with you. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. Ram Ram Ji. Good morning to the overseas and good evening to the Indians. So I think it's a very old topic. It's nothing new. Because throughout the sessions from so many years, we are trying to drill into you that please go inward. This is a very spiritual platform to go inward. So we are using all type of education so that we get tuned into it. But हम है बहुत बेशर्म. सुनते जरूर है, पर यहाँ से सुन के यहाँ से निकाल देते. So we also try. No, we have to drill. It's high time we should. So now today our topic was the 4 dynasties of life. 4 dynasty of life is what? What do you see in the universe? In the whole universe, you see first is the Stone Dynasty. This Stone Dynasty has a very little of consciousness, alertness, awareness, बहुत कम है. Consciousness बहुत कम है, very weak है. इस करके when we give a kick, they don't cry. We take a hammer and hit, they don't cry. Consciousness is very, very weak. And next comes the Plant Dynasty. Little bit of alertness. A little bit of alertness. They want the water, they want the carbon dioxide. That is how they breathe. They give fruit. So a little bit of awareness has started. So that means the consciousness has been raised from the Stone Dynasty to the Plant Dynasty. The consciousness is rising. Now, from the Plant Dynasty, we go to the next dynasty we call the Animal Dynasty. Very interesting, the Animal Dynasty. So this Animal Dynasty has a higher consciousness. The consciousness is rising. From stone to plant and from plant to the animal, it is rising. The consciousness is rising. And after the animals comes the 4th dynasty, and that is the Human Dynasty. Human Dynasty is the highest level. The 4th dynasty, which is full of awareness and alertness. Consciousness is at its peak. That is why they have the power to think what's right and what's wrong. That is where the karmas come in with the human body. It's nothing to do with the plants or the animal on the stone dynasty. So human is the highest. Now, you have to remember one thing, that is, why are we doing this? This is of the universe. ये तो हम गूगल करेंगे, हमको सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. गूगल करो, सब मिल जाएगा. पूरी details. Google auntie tells us a lot of information. But why are we taking on this platform? Because one of the scriptures says, जो ब्रह्मंडे सो ही पिंडे. जो खोजे सो पाए. जो खोजेगा उसी को मिलेगा. जो ये ब्रह्मांड है, ये ब्रह्मांड अंदर भी है. वेरी क्लियर. अगर वो कहते हैं कि जो ब्रह्मांड है वो हमारे अंदर ही है और हमको खोजना पड़ेगा, तो इट इज अ वेरी सीरियस मैटर. वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि जो ब्रह्मांड में वो अगर मेरे अंदर है, तभी वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द 4th डायनेस्टी. That means in this 4th dynasty, they are all inside us. These stones are inside us. The plants are inside us. The animals are inside us. But then, if I am there, when I see the world, I see all human beings. So they also come in the 4th dynasty. That means this human is also inside me. This is also inside me. Very, very interesting topic. Very interesting. And we are going to go very slow. I'm going to go very slow because I'm going to drill into you. I want to get into your blood. कि हमने कई बार नहीं देखना, हमने तो अपने अंदर ही देखना है. अब ये नहीं है कि हमने अंदर देखना तो अन्य वाकन असी चलते रहिए. No. We are going to explore the world outside, go out into the world outside, absolutely with open eyes. नहीं तो we are going to fall, we are going to trip over अगर आंखें बंद कर ली. Only the awareness has to be there. You are in the world, you're socializing, family life, your working place, everywhere. The only thing is that that awareness should be there, that something is going inside this body. And we have to be very, very careful, because spirituality says that if these 4 dynasties are inside a man, in which form? Which form are they? So today we are going to take up only the 1st dynasty. I will be taking up 2 days, the stone dynasty. For every dynasty, I'll be taking 2 days. I'll go very slow. I will give you all, you can have time to give me your questions. You can throw your questions at me. We will find out the solutions. We find out the answers. And collectively, we come to a turning point, where we are going to work. So now we are going to start with the Stone Dynasty. Already I've told you that the Stone Dynasty is the 1st dynasty. And this has consciousness is very, very low. Now, just look around and you will see all of the universe. Stones are available in different. The Stone Dynasty consists of what? You will see rocks. Then you will see mountains. Then you will see crystals. Then you will see different type of stones around. This is what you see in the Stone Dynasty. देखते हो कि नहीं, पहाड़ों पे जाती हो ना, पहाड़ों में ये सब चीजें नजर आती हैं. ये स्टोन्स ही हैं जो पीस के हम इसको सैंड बना, मिट्टी बन जाती है. ये मिट्टी है जो अर्थ बन जाती है. So what happened? This is the Stone Dynasty, which is very important for us to understand. That throughout life, we have been actually thinking and depending on them. We as human beings are depending on these things. When we should not be, we should be independent. Because the biggest power is inside us. So we should not be depending on anything. But we are depending. Yes, diamonds also comes under the different stones, the crystals, the gems, jewels. It comes under that. Now, but first thing we must remember, if they have a consciousness, that means they have life. We think stones have no life. And always been thinking like this. But stones have life. Now, I will give you a little example of how stones have life. बेशक उनको प्यास नहीं लगती है, बेशक उनको बाहर से कुछ, but they have life. They have life. For example, I will give you that in the crystals, because I being a crystal therapist in my 18 therapies, crystal was one of my therapy. I saw these crystals growing. They were growing. अब बोलो grow, how can a stone grow? It was growing. How? This will teach us not to depend on them. Not to depend on them. When the crystals therapy we did, we used to have a master crystal with us, a big size, about 5-inch, 4-inch crystal with us. And we always used to hold and keep it with us. Most of the time it used to be with us. Now, what was the use of the crystal with us? It was called the master crystal. Even if you are sitting in a puja room, also we are holding our crystals. The crystals are with us. That crystal used to give us the information of our growth. Jaise we people are growing spiritually, the color of the crystal starts changing. For example, the color of the crystal is a little light gray or very thin. We will see the color starts changing. Second thing, when we start growing and proceeding towards our journey of truthful living, it's a universal platform. I'm talking truthful living is for everyone. जब इस मार्ग पे हम चलते हैं, हम स्पिरिचुअलिटी में चलते हैं, इंसानियत हमारे पे जाग जाती है. हम जगह जगह मरते नहीं हैं, इंसानियत मरती नहीं. We are totally awakened. The crystals start having a spiral inside. It's just like a staircase, spiral staircase. It's like a staircase. If you look at the crystal, we can see that. We can see that, yes, the spirals show that we are evolving. Third, we used to always see from a crystal, a baby crystal pops out. It grows. There's a crystal is there. You will see a small crystal growing out. Isn't this beautiful? To know that crystals and stones have life. And what do we do on the road? We give one kick to the stone that comes. We give one kick. Don't we give a kick to the stone? Because we think there's no life. This is where you start your compassion. This is where you start your love. कि उनमें भी जान है. It was just a way of making us alert that there is life in the stone. And we are depending on the stones. How do we depend? अगर हमारे पास crystal नहीं भी है, if I am growing, my अंदर की awakening बता देती कि I'm very happy. It shows that I am on the truthful living. But आजकल what are we doing? You will see that there are a lot of stones and gems. Don't we have stones and gems? See, you see all the crystals, how they're growing and how they change their colors. All are changing. They change. Now, if we say that they grow and they, but aren't we dependent on these crystals and stones? Aren't we dependent on them? You see, what do we do? Anger is there. ऐसे करो. Let's go to the astrologer. Let's go to the people who are working on gems and all. वो कहेंगे जी आपको गुस्सा चढ़ा है. Please wear the pearl stone. Pearl stone, they wear it. You want to be cool, you want to be calm, you do not want to be fearless, then what you do? You wear different amethyst पहन लो, कोई ruby पहन लो, कोई पुकारा पहन लो, anything they tell you stones, you wear it. तो क्या होगा कि आपका गुस्सा कंट्रोल में आ जाएगा. आपके अंदर ये चीजें कम हो जाएंगी. They control your emotions. It shows that they are controlling our emotions. But what does spirituality say? No one can control our emotions. It is we are the masters. We have created these emotions with our negative thoughts. We have been sustaining throughout our life. And who created? We created it. And then we go to the stones that you please finish on my emotions. That's what we are doing. So we put all the types of rings कि हमारे emotions को control में कर लो, हमारे emotions को eradicate कर दो. So we are depending on it. But many times people say कि हमने ये things पहनी, कोई कहते जी हमको तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा, कोई कहते जी हमको तो एकदम फर्क पड़ गया। आप कैसे कह सकते हो, कैसे कह सकते हो कि भाई पर्ल्स नहीं होती? यस, व्हाट हैपेंस, इट इज नॉट दे हु आर कंट्रोलिंग। हमारे जो एंगर है is controlled by what? As soon as I wear a ring and they say आप फिक्र मत करो, आपका एकदम गुस्सा ठंडा हो जाएगा, you will become very peaceful, immediately my message goes, आज तो मैंने पहन लिया, मेरा तो गुस्सा खत्म, now it's going to be under control. So somewhere we are giving information to our subconscious mind, the Chitragupt, the way the programming is done. What message? अब तो मेरा गुस्सा खत्म, I'm going to be very peaceful. In our previous classes already we have done that we have to rewire our subconscious mind by these affirmations, by these positive thinkings. When you will give positive thinking, manifestations will take place. Zindagi bhar we people have been giving negative thoughts. मेरे में गुस्सा बहुत है गुस्सा, I am very stubborn. This information is going and is manifesting. बट एक पत्थर डालने से हमको ये विश्वास हो गया, फेथ हो गया, मैंने पत्थर डाला और मेरा गुस्सा गया, कंफर्मेशन इज गॉन टू द सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, गुस्सा गया, मैनिफेस्टेशन, क्रेडिट गोज टू द स्टोन, मैंने वो स्टोन डाला तो मेरा गुस्सा गया, मैंने रूपी डाला, मेरे को एकदम ठंडक आ गई, मैंने प्लान डाला. दिस इज व्हाट वी आर ऑल बीन डूइंग. दे आर मार्केटिंग, दे आर सेलिंग. We did not know that we are not controlled by them. My anger was controlled by my thought process. My anger was controlled by giving a positive information to my subconscious mind and then manifest it. But we give the credit to the store, and like fools, their marketing increase, we are trapped and we are buying. And we spend thousands of rupees. In that bargain, we are just belittling ourselves. हम लोग अपने आप को और छोटा कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमने अपना पावर उनको दे दिया है. And what does the scripture say? You are the Ik Onkar. What does it say? You are the walking, talking God. What does it say? Mana tu Jyot Swarup hai. That oneness is you, that is your identity. And this identity can create what? It creates, it sustains, and it destroys. It has the power. Not having this knowledge, we started depending on those and we thought that they are working miracles for us. So we say, take back your powers. Take back your powers and do not depend upon these stones. You have the power. If you are the creator, if you are the oneness, you are the Mantu Jyot Swarup, then please take back your powers and don't be dependent on them. Balki, they are dependent on you. They are gray matter, gray color. Your evolution makes them white and flawless. See the beauty of it. I am talking for this reason because I am into it. I was into it. I have seen it. I have seen it. It's just not talking in the air or just not from Google Auntie at all. This is through the experience. So what happens? We have to get out of these stones and we are not going to depend on these things. Please get it into your blood and affirm to yourself, I have the power. I am the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer. I am not going to depend on this stone dynasty, which is in the outer universe. In the outer universe, I'm talking. I'm talking about the outer universe. But today it is a spiritual class. That means the scripture says, जो ब्रह्मंडे सो ही पिंडे, जो खोजे सो पाए. आज हमने खोज करना है. किस चीज का खोज करना है? कि जो ये ब्रह्मांड में था, जो ये ब्रह्मांड है, talking about the stone dynasty. This stone dynasty is inside me also. ये पूरी की पूरी dynasty is inside me. Now you say stone dynasty, if I cut open, I don't find any stones and mountains inside. I don't find any gems inside. There's nothing inside. So how come this whole universe of the stone dynasty is inside me? Because if you want your evolution, you have to understand the inner story of your life, the inner game. Because the scriptures tell us throughout our life, ਅਸੀਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਖੇਡਦੇ ਰਹੇ. Now let's go inside and understand this stone dynasty is where. Now, this stone dynasty, if I cut open my body, you will just find blood, your nerves, your muscles, your bones, and you find all your organs. You won't find any stones inside. You won't find any mountains inside. But the scriptures say that this whole universe is inside you. So what are they trying to connect us to? किस चीज को संबोधन कर रहे हो? और कहते बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि तुमको खोजना पड़ेगा. जो खोजेगा वो उसी को मिलेगा. तो आज लेट अस खोजो, लेट अस फाइंड आउट. तो वो स्टोन्स कौन सी हैं जो हमारे शरीर के अंदर है? अब हमारे शरीर के अंदर एक मन भी है, सबको पता है मन है. अब मन के अंदर क्या है? व्हाट इज इनसाइड द मन? बंडल ऑफ थॉट्स, इमोशंस. These bundles of thought, ये जो फुरने हैं, these thoughts are there, the emotions are all in the man. Now this man is a consciousness. ये मन जो है ना, इसी को हम कहते हैं कि ये पत्थर के दृष्टि में चला गया. You won't find all over, but you find in that man. Man is a consciousness. Now you say ये consciousness है कहाँ पे? कोई बोलेगा यहाँ पे है, कोई बोलेगा यहाँ पे है, कोई बोलेगा हमको पता नहीं है. This consciousness is there from the head till the toe. Why? Consciousness is an energy. We have billions of cells, billions of cells. So this consciousness is totally spread throughout from the brain till the toe. Agar hum puche, this is no one consciousness. No, there is a super consciousness also. A super conscious jo hai, that is the oneness. वो वननेस है. तो फिर बोलेंगे अच्छा फिर अगर ये पूरे बॉडी में तो वेयर इज द सुपर कॉन्शियस, वेयर इज द वननेस? कोई कहेगा त्रिकुटी, कोई का पीनल ग्लैंड, कोई कहेगा पीछे. दिस इज आल्सो एन एनर्जी बट इज अ वेरी हाई पावर, सुपर पावर. दिस इज आल्सो एन एनर्जी. ये एनर्जी आल्सो इज स्प्रेड ऑल ओवर द बॉडी फ्रॉम द हेड टिल द टो. दैट मीन ईच एंड एवरी सेल, each and every cell has consciousness. They have the consciousness of the subconscious mind. Even it has the superconscious, the oneness. Oh, ramya hoya pure sharir de vich. You cannot separate them. Very, very important to understand. Very, very important to understand. Now, both the energies are inside. The superconscious, the oneness also, and there is also the stones also. That is the man also. अब हमने कहा कि एक मन है, और मन का जो कॉन्शियसनेस है उसके अंदर ये सारे पत्थर हैं, ये सारे स्टोन्स हैं, ये सारे जेम्स. These are the stones. Now I will tell you there are two type of stones. One we call it as the gems, very very valuable. One we call it as the stones, which we usually give a kick. Now मन में क्या है? Those मन जो जिसको हम कहते हैं कि the negative forces, we are very stubborn, very egoistic, बड़े अहंकारी हुए, very dominating. बंदे को बंदा नहीं समझते. We kick them, we hurt them. Our egoistic is playing in that way. So what happened? They say कि this stubbornness, this domination, these are all when we are kicking life and we damn care food for the people. So what does Kabir say? Kabir says, he's a Muslim Sufi who says, Roda hoye robat ka, taj man ka abhiman. Dekho, no, this is Kabir, he's a Muslim. What does he say? He says, the roda jo hai na, wo abhiman ka hai. Jo ego, wo kahan pe? Man mein hai. इतना अभिमान, इतना stubbornness, इतना domination. Today, narcissist is one of the leading problem that people are going through. Aren't they going through? They are the rodas. कहते हैं वो रोड़े हैं, वो stones हैं. They damn care two hoots for the people. They say, we are right, you all are wrong. They are stubborn. They are dominating. They do not listen to anyone. These are what? The vices, the emotions that are like stones. And they're like a hurdle. They just don't move from there. These emotions, we are so tied to it that we are not ready to cross it. We're not ready to finish it up. So what happens? जब हम जिंदगी में, हम जब भी किसी के साथ we are communicating or we are living a life in a family or in a working place, when we damn care for anyone, what are we? We are hurting the people. सबसे पहले we are hurting ourselves. We are first hurting ourselves. The stone says that if you are on the path, I'm on the path, and if you kick the stone, first you get hurt on your own foot. तुम पहले अपने आप को चोट डालोगे. This is scriptures. So what it says, that being a stone hearted means having the stones in your heart. Don't become like that. Don't become like that. Outside stone, I cannot melt it. I cannot do anything. I'll take a hammer and just break it off. But मेरे अंदर का जो पत्थर मैं इसको पिघाल सकती हूँ. I can melt it off. I can make it a beautiful thing out of it. Because the scripture says you cannot change the outside world, but you can change the inside world. आप बदल सकते हो उस चीज को. Now, which are the other stones? All the gems, all the other rubies, all these are stones, diamonds, which we people are all wearing. We spend lakhs of rupees outside. Spending lakhs of rupees. और जब वो गुम जाता है, so you can imagine what happens to us. We get kicks from our husbands also. We also cry because we lost such precious gems for us, don't we? We are so dependent to beautify ourselves, what we wear. To go into the society, we are taking all these things. But he says, you have forgotten the gem that is inside you, where you can depend. Outside gems and stones are depending on you. But the inside gems, you are depending on them. Now, where are those gems? Where are those jewels inside us? They must be residing somewhere. We have to come to know where they are. So what happens? That place, that area where the gems are kept, we say Nauratan. These are the Nauratan, these are the jewels which are inside us. जिसको हम कहते हैं the ocean. The Nauratan, all these jewels and all are in the ocean, which is already inside us. So I'm sure you must have guessed which is that ocean. वो कौन सा ocean है जहाँ पे हम स्नान करते हैं, तीर्थ करते हैं? We have already done in our session, so many times we have done. That is the ocean of Naam. That is the ocean where all the jewels are of the oneness. That is the ocean of the oneness. Not only the oneness, we can call it in mana to Jot Swarup, and that is my identity. अरे मेरी identity में इतने jewels है. There are so many jewels I have in my identity, and I did not even know. And I'm playing with the jewels outside, paying money, and always scared they'll get lost. I put it in the locker also. I never knew that I had such beautiful gems inside me. That gems were residing in that Mantu Josrupe, or you can say in the oneness, or you can say Naam, or you can say Tirath, you can say Sarovar. Any names you want. Wo hamara one hai. That is the super conscious mind. That is the God, that is the Allah, that is the Ram, that is the Vaheguru. That is the one which is inside us. और वो कौन है? वो मैं हूँ. वो मैं हूँ. I am the walking, talking God. That is my identity. Mana tu Jot Swarup hai. Apna mool pachan, where are you going? Oh, in that there are so many jewels. That means now the man is very dependent on it. rather getting out. Now the man is dependent on it कि अब मेरे को तो ये jewels चाहिए, ये तो मेरे पास है, मेरी विरासत में ही है. But I was not aware. We are just sharing this knowledge to us to make us aware that this jewel is inside and it is my property. In मेरी विरासत में मिली है. And not only one, two, it's a full ocean of it. Let's dip into it. Let's dip into it. And when we dip into it, we are taking the support of those gems and we pull it into the mud. The day we pull it into the mud, साडा मन awaken हो गया, जागृत हो गया, समझ आ गई, starts working and says, okay, if my mind is so dirty with all the vices, इतने रोड़े, इतना अहंकार, इतना stubbornness, not ready to do anything. Narcissists, they are bipolars, are stone-hearted. They do not think about it. So I can change myself. Outside world, you could not. You could not change all those stones into these beautiful gems. और रोड़े ਨੂੰ नहीं कर पाए ਅਸੀਂ. बड़े अंदर ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰੋੜਾ ਸੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ. How? ਗਿਆਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. We have got the knowledge. We are enlightening ourselves. We are slowly awakening. We are finding our own power. We are taking back our power. We are telling what to ourselves? We are the walking, talking gods. We are the creators. We are the sustainers. We are the destroyers. Now I'm going to destroy all those stones. I am going to. And I'm going to make beautiful things out of it now. What am I going to do? I am going to get in all these jewels inside. So now I have taken that. That means mera man jada is dependent on this, on my own identity, apni virasat uppar. And I take those stones and I create a beautiful energy in my own consciousness, apne man de vich, apni consciousness de vich. Jadoo ye jewels aa jande, har scriptures कहंदे ने कि जितने भी ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਗੁਣ ਹੈਗੇ, they are the jewels. You don't have to put it in the locker. You don't need to put it in the locker. जितना शेयर कर सकते हो शेयर करो. इन jewels को जितना शेयर करोगे उतना ही बढ़ेगा. आज बाहर का डायमंड खरीदो और आज अगर हम कहें ना ये इतना बड़ा डायमंड लिया है, आज ऐसे करो मम्मा मेरे को दे दो, ओके अगे लंग ਲੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ मैं लैके आई आपे खरीद लो. दोगे नहीं दोगे. अपने ਨੂੰ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ 5 ਵੀ ਆਉਣਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਵਾਂਗੀ. I say no very expensive I cannot give. पर ये अंदर ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ डायमंड है, जे अंदर ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ रतन है, वो कहते जितना मर्जी तो दे, जितना देंगे उतना बढ़ेगा. It comes back in abundance. It says comes back in abundance. So shouldn't we be depending on this ratan which is inside us? What do you say? Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we drilling this? I don't say don't wear. Wear because you're socializing. You have the money. You have the thing to live. It's okay. But when you look at the ratan now, when you look at the stones, एक बारी अगर निगरानी अंदर दो जरूर. क्या मेरे अंदर वो रतन है? Am I just beautifying with this? Am I just beautifying with all those type of jewelries? Am I? The day I start using this precious stone, which is already inside me, when I start getting that into my mind, the beauty comes out. Then ye bar ke jo ye stones bring no beauty to you. I tell you one thing. I was talking yesterday in the GSC class. I hope Jemima is here. Jemima is not here, okay. I give them an example. They were talking, how important is the outside beauty for a woman? How important is it? So I said, thoda sa hai, itna hai ki you should be presentable, neat and tidy and presentable. That is very important. You should be presentable. But you don't have to see ki main patli ho jaun and present. No, these are all said. Learn to love your body. Learn to love your body. I said there was a girl named Jemima. She's a Christian. Very thin, a very good counselor first. Her hair was opened and she's a little bit on the darker side. When we were talking to her and when Rimple ma'am said, "Ye sada bachcha hai, aise thode hawale kar de hain," And that girl, she smiled and she said, my family, my family. I was looking at her, I was saying, look at this girl's beauty, yeah. She's looking so beautiful. Why? Because I could see those emotions in her. I could see that love in her. That love, that emotions are the jewels. वही साडे रतन जो साडे अंदर है, ऐसे किसी को बोरो नहीं किया, मेरा है. This is where Jeevan Jach is rising, where Jeevan Jach is teaching us how to love, how to share, how to care. And all this caring, sharing, loving is where these are the jewels that we all have inside. When we are using it, the beauty that comes out. I kept on seeing the girl's face, such a beauty in that girl's face. So I told them, just few percent, they should be absolutely presentable. They should be clean and simple. That's all. Real beauty is because we are always depending on these things. हमको बाहर के कपड़े चाहिए, हमको jewels चाहिए, हमको jewelry चाहिए, ये पहनना है, वो पहन. We are doing, but I'm not telling not to wear. But our mind pain is that because we people are wearing and all. एक बारी अपने अंदर के jewels को उठाओ. जिस दिन अपने उठा लिए, याद रखना बाहर की ज्वेलरी कट दी जाएगी. क्योंकि असली jewels दोनों पता लग गए. This is where we have to depend. Because once those jewels come into my consciousness, मेरे रोड़े जेरे है ना पत्थर, वो सारे बाहर निकल जाएंगे. उन्होंने बाहर निकलना ही पेगा. This is the force of those jewels that are residing inside us. Please start tuning yourself. Please start tuning yourself that we have to. And if we see that all these things are coming into us and we can do it, because tomorrow I will be telling you how to cross these things, how to work on it, how this is done. We're going to do very little by little. I don't want to put pressure on you because now is the time that we start drilling. So आज पत्थर के बारे में ही सोचो. मेरा जो मन पत्थर बना हुआ है, गुस्से के साथ, स्टबन के साथ, एंगर के साथ, बिटरनेस के, आई एम नॉट लेट इट गो. मैं इस रोड़े का, एक रोड़ा रास्ते पे आ जाए ना, तो हम ठोकर खा जाए, तो हम नीचे गिरेंगे. तो व्हाट हैपेंस, वी हर्ट आवरसेल्फ. सो यू कैन इमेजिन, ये जो रोड़े हमारे अंदर, मन के अंदर हैं, ऑल दिस रोड हमने बनाया हुआ है. मेरे लिए एक ब्रिक के ऊपर दूसरा ब्रिक बना के वॉल्स ही बना ली. हम लोगों ने वॉल्स बना ली हैं. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग टू देम, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू कम्युनिकेट. मरते दम तक हम नहीं करेंगे. वी आर मेकिंग वॉल्स विद दो स्टोन्स. तोड़ दो इन दीवारों को, तोड़ो इन स्टोन्स को. कैसे तोड़ोगे? वी विल टीच यू. But understand that do not be dependent on the outside world, because today you have started the journey of what जो ब्रह्मांडे सोई पिंडे जो खोजे आज खोज रहे हैं. टुडे हम लोग उसकी खोज शुरू कर दी है और खोजेंगे, मिलेगा. जो खोजे सो पाए, उसी को मिलेगा. Have faith on your scriptures. These evolved souls have given us scriptures. ऐसे नहीं दिया उन्होंने. They have given us a beautiful things, beautiful knowledge. So today I want you to just tune into the Stone Dynasty. I'll be taking tomorrow. I'll just take short, small. I want your input. Clear up. Batao. Let us find a solution. Let us collectively find a solution so that by tomorrow we cover up stone. Stone ki problem ko hum cover up kar lenge. So I will like that you can now carry on with the question and answers. Yes, Aminder, I think you can carry on. Any doubts, any problem, there's another 10-15 minutes, we can just take the question.
A question has come up. When children become stone-hearted, how to transform them?
See, when children become stone-hearted, we first have to understand that the children have become stone-hearted. What is the reason? What is the reason? हम सीधा कहते हैं ये बहुत स्टोन हार्टेड यार. इधर तो दादा भी इंजी सी नानके बोलणगे और तेरे दाते है कि ना बोलेंगे हाय तो नाना भी इंजी सी. we just एक मजाक में भी जैसे छोड़ दे, we never learn that this is not to be played up with. We have to find out why that they are stone hearted. There are many counselors on the platform. Anyone can give their input before I give the final input. Anyone who would like to give their input. Anyone who would like to give their input.
Hanji, Vaji.
Hanji,
Pardon my, it's very dark here. I'm Harpreet here.
Okay, Harpreet, yes.
Hanji. So yeah, so when kids are stone-hearted, so as you said, instead of just saying ki this runs in the family or something, because हर बच्चे दी अपनी एक story होती है, हर बच्चे दा अपना experience होता है, right? So where it's coming from, we have to go deep into it. बचपन विच की होया, को केड़ा incident होया, किदे नाल वो ठीक है, genes also matter, but it's genes plus environment also, right? The environment need not be necessarily only from the family. It can be from friends, from school, from other sources also. So we need to go deep into it and then figure out where it all started from. Thank you, Jim.
I would like to say something in this, Vaji.
Yes, Arva. Welcome, Arva. Come on.
Thank you. I would like to say is कि हमें बहुत easy होता है to point fingers, you know. अरे ये तो ऐसा है. Who decides? ये stone heartedness का decision कौन लेता है? And who gives you the right to decide for somebody also? You know, we are very judgmental. बहुत ज्यादा judgment pass कर देते हैं. अरे ये तो ऐसा ही है, ये तो वैसा ही है. Forget blame, तो that is very easy. Blame is the first thing we do. Blaming is the easiest part. But even when we are I feel we are extremely judgmental. कभी भी सोचते नहीं कि भाई क्या है, कुछ हुआ है, person is scarred, you know, going through a tough time or whatever. It could be even a child, could be having anything mentally also, could be going through some stress, but without knowing any backgrounds, without knowing anything, to pass judgment is our most favorite part.
Yes, that's right, Arva. So that means we judge. Today, if I say, ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा stubborn है, for example, the mother says, I will like the mother to first look inside herself. One energy can recognize another energy. This is the law of attraction. First thing. Second thing, if a child has, it is the duty of the parents to find out the error from where it has started. Try to counsel them out. Counsel them out.
I want you.
So that is very, very important for us. Do not overlook. Do not overlook. The children who become very stubborn and all, they are also seeking attention. They become stubborn that way also. They become violent also. They become destructive also. Because they are also seeking attention. So there are many areas which we have to cover up. It's just not one area. Hanji.
Preet Kaur ji has a question. Yes, please.
Unmute bacha.
हाँ जी, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
बुआ जी, I have like two questions. Like you were saying कि when we are wearing a stone or something, then we are depending on it, right? So if just in case we are wearing it not with any intention, does it affect then also? Like for example, if you like a ruby stone or something and then we are wearing it, then also it's going to affect.
No, you can wear it. You can wear it. They have no effect.
Okay, like diamonds and anything, it doesn't affect. Some people say it doesn't suit me. Then how come that comes that it doesn't suit?
That is their mindset. That is their belief system. That is their belief system.
Okay. And second question.
तुम्हारे गल 10 बच्चे जिस दे अंदर वो बैठा है, जदों I have that power, I am the divinity power. Why should I say that doesn't suit me or that doesn't? Everything suits me. I am the highest. I have that power. I can overpower anything.
Okay.
Why should you belittle yourself? But you can
Right.
wear whatever you want to wear, because this is a world we have to socialize. We need to wear. But wearing in this कि भाई इसके संग मेरा ये हो जाएगा, that's
Okay.
हाँ जी.
But like wearing it with an intention, for example, you were saying कि जो anger के लिए someone wears a white stone, a white pearl with a silver, and due to the mindset only it calms them. So what's harm in that? I mean, just a dependency thing or what?
Then what happens? You get trapped. You बच्चा get trapped. जब तक हमको इस चीज की नॉलेज नहीं है, तो what happened? We are getting trapped. अब थोड़ा बात है फिर से ओ जी, अब मेरे अंदर को there's no peace. I'm having too much of thing, you know. चलो आज ये stone डालो. You will see people are wearing 10 fingers with 10 stones. Have you seen those people with 10 stones?
Yes.
It shows, look at the emotions. अगर उनके पास और 5 उंगली होती तो वो 5 और करें, 15 की 15 डाल देंगे थी.
Right, right.
But this knowledge is for this reason, that we are trying to explain that we have divinity power. Please don't give your power to anyone. Recognize your own essence. मानव को जोर सुनो भाई. You are that powerful. You are the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer. You have created this myth, no? कि अब ये पहनने में I destroy that world. I destroy that belief system. There's no more stones. I'm not dependent on that. I'm only dependent on my mood, on my own consciousness. I'm dependent on my oneness. I'm dependent on what I have, that ocean. I'm not going to be dependent on that. Why? Because now we have got that knowledge. जब तक knowledge नहीं था, तो we are going to be trapped one after the other. That is why knowledge is very important. That is why we are doing the Stone Dynasty. बाहर की दुनिया को हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, but अपनी अंदर की दुनिया को तो change कर सकते हैं. Here we have a choice. We have created it ourselves. We created all the belief system ourselves, sustained it for years, and living in it and being trapped. Now we know we can destroy it. Now I destroyed it, but I can only destroy it if I have a wisdom. I have some knowledge with me. अब मेरे को knowledge पड़ा, okay, now I've created, finished. Today this world is over. I'm creating a new world. I'm not going to be dependent. I'm going to be dependent on my own essence, my own mood, on my own oneness, my own identity. I have a lot of nothings. ना खर्चा ना पर्चा ना लॉकर ना शॉकर. आई कैन शेयर. मैं बांट सकती हूँ, वो तो मैं बांट भी नहीं सकती हूँ. इधर तो बांटो, जितना बांटोगे उतना ही ज्यादा है, बिकॉज द मोर यू गिव द मोर यू अट्रैक्ट. फिनिश. सी द पावर ऑफ इट. नाउ दैट इज योर चॉइस. I'm still saying you can wear it. There's no problem. But the day your inner thing starts increasing, this jewel starts increasing, the beauty that comes onto your face, the beauty that comes in your words, the beauty that you start not relying on the outside, that will beautify you, that will make you look good, because you already got jewels that make you look. Anji.
Buaji, I have one point.
Yes.
We were talking about stone-hearted children. It's again, what sort of company you are putting them in? It's Sangh ka rang.
Yes.
Lagta hai.
That is. So we have to see, no? Then we parents.
So it is again, we are to be blamed where they are going.
Yeah, where they're going. We have to, for example, they become, don't we have the responsibility to make them understand? Kya ho gaya? Why are you so stubborn? You want something, maybe I'm not giving you something. क्या हो गया? Why? नहीं, उनके पास था तो मेरे को भी है. क्यों चाहिए? क्या उनके पास हो तो मेरे पास ना हो? I also want. So we have to go deep inside. बच्चों की गलतियां नहीं, but हमको deep. We should have the time, no, to talk to these children. From where are you carrying it? Maybe देखा देखी, आज बच्चे देखा देखी में करते. Look at how they create a mess. How stubborn they. हमको चाहिए ही चाहिए, जो मर्जी हो जाए. So you have to understand from where it is coming. You must have the art of how to explain to them.
Even when you are wearing those jewelry, stones, that also actually reflects on you. वो भी संग का रंग ही लगता है. वो भी संग.
Yes, you're right.
वो भी संग का रंग ही लगता है.
Yes, Mandeep Kaur ji, please unmute yourself.
Yes, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Bua ji, my one question is, supposing someone is not feeling well, है ना? And
Okay.
we go and we say कि नहीं आप ये coral stone डाल लो, it's going to help you in your well-being or whatever, ठीक है? And that ex-person is wearing a coral stone, and doesn't it give her or him the hope that he's going to become better? And doesn't it even support unconsciously to the person that yeah, he's going to become better? Maybe we are knowledgeable, the others may not be knowledgeable.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm telling you, that they unconsciously start depending on them. Because that hope come, that faith come, अब तो मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगा, अब तो मैं ठीक हो जाएगा. So we are giving an information to the subconscious mind where the rewiring starts taking place. Whatever is being recorded, it manifests. Oh, I wore that stone, no? Everything is fine. Okay, now next time I have another emotion, I'll wear another stone. They told me to wear. So another ungli mein aa jayegi. Slowly, slowly you see that you start wearing. That's where we are getting trapped. Okay, she said it supports us and gives us hope. But why? Why take the support of this? Why take the support of this? Why not take the support of your own identity? Why not take the support of your own power?
Because Buaji, supposing we are not well, like the way you have told us in the earlier thing, that if you're not well, you can heal yourself, right?
Yes.
But the other person is not knowledgeable. So he will go to the doctor, right? To take his medicine.
Yes, he will go. That is why we say, please educate yourself. Now the time has come. Time has come. Elevate yourself, educate yourself. Or not only for yourself, for your children, for your grandchildren. Start educating yourself. Get out of all these illusion, myths, and what we people are doing. What are we doing on this platform? We are breaking all the system. We are breaking all the belief systems. We are trying to go towards that oneness. We are trying to tell you people, stop the outside world, go into the inside world. Because the scriptures are also giving us these documents only. You have to travel from the body conscious to the soul conscious. Outside stones and all are the body conscious. Inside stones are all this inner conscious and super conscious. The inner stones are all that. Soul conscious. Traveling from that. Traveling from the fake stones outside and going to the real stone inside. That's the thing.
Correct.
But who do not have the knowledge, they will go to the doctor. Who does not have knowledge, they will go and wear rings also. They will wear.
Yes, Bhabhi, Parvinder Kaur 2022 has a question. What about those who don't want gems? People even don't understand them.
Who don't want gems?
Yeah.
Very good. You don't want gems, okay. No problem. No problem. हाँ लोग जरूर कहेंगे क्या बात है तेरे पास कोई पैसा नहीं है तू गरीब है तू फकीर है तुम्हें कुछ पहना नहीं है तुम्हें कोई स्टोन नहीं डाली आजकल इतना फैशन में है. That is what people are going to say. That you have to be able to tolerate it. Take the drugs. So the badi gareeb ho si is karke nahi hai ka. You must have the guts. You must have the thing. When you are not ready for these type of gems and you want the gem out inside, you must have it. You have to face it. Today we are not wearing. I'll tell you one thing. When I was not wearing, my mother cried. My mother-in-law, my mother cried. Tu Sardar Sundar Singh di nuh hai. Jewelry nahi tu pai. Kal bacche kaun desi? I said, don't worry. I don't have to show my phone bangles. I have enough inside. I'm Sundar Singh's daughter-in-law. I'm Govind Singh's daughter. A damn case. It's going to be nearly 38 years and without any jewelry. Yeah? So you have to hear all these things. You have to be ready. But with time, people accept you. They will accept you. That's okay. That's a part. That is what we are doing now. We are drilling this into your blood. Try to understand the stones that is outside and inside. Don't be dependent on the outside, dependent on the inside, which is going to flourish, going to bring you chardi kala, and you are going to live in abundance. Which one do you want? That one or this one? Tell me.
Answer.
Anyone else? Any question?
Any more questions? All
Today,
I've
just
understood.
please think over it. Just think over today the whole day. Just please think over this stone. I'm not going to be a stone. I'm not going to be a stone. Tomorrow we are going to, ये जो मैदान बना हुआ ना, रोड़ा हुआ, ये सारे जो बने हुए uneven flow, अब इसको सब सीधा करेंगे कल करेंगे. आज नहीं, अब कल करेंगे सीधा.
I think that's why people say बड़ा पत्थर दिल हैगा वो.
हाँ, that is why they say कि पत्थर दिल है.
जी मुझे एक क्वेश्चन है. कैन यू हियर मी?
Yes.
जी ऐसे बोलते ना कि अगर अपन स्टोन हार्टेड होते हैं, अपन स्टोन हार्टेड नहीं होते हैं. जैसे आपने क्या बोला कि वी नीड टू बी डिटैच्ड. ठीक है. सो ठीक है, मैं अपने मन को समझाती हूँ कि कोई बात नहीं, अगले बंदा मुझे ऐसे बोल रहा है कि ये तो बड़े पत्थर दिल की है यार, इसको तो किसी से अटैचमेंट ही नहीं है यार, हमें एकदम निडर होके रहती है. सो फिर देन
That is a different one. That's a different energy.
But
वो पत्थर दिल है because कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. किसी ने कुछ कह दिया, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. जो हो गया बहुत अच्छा हो गया. What has happened? Everything is right. No problem. No one is right. No one is wrong. कह रहे हैं इसका तो पत्थर दिल है. This is a positivity.
yeah,
This is positive. This is where we don't call this. We call this is detachment.
but भैया वो जी, but you know other person, ठीक है, हमें उनकी opinion, because you said कि always think Dimple, they are not aware. Nobody is wrong or right. They are not
Yes.
aware.
Yes.
That is why they are sent left, because उनको
Yes.
knowledge को लग रहा है कि ये पत्थर दिल है, because they don't understand the meaning of detachment. Detachment means कि मैं इसको प्यार नहीं करती हूँ. ठीक है, वो एक दिखावा नहीं है. जब लोड है वो ऐसे है, but then you get a label कि you are very stone hearted.
Yeah, people will. Yeah, people do say, but it's not their fault, no. Because that highly knowledge is not there. It's not their fault. They are right according to their way of thinking. That is why we respect everyone's way of thinking. That is their way of thinking. This is our way of thinking. But agar we get affected by what people tell us, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਡੋਲ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ. We have to be very clear in our concept. And ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ. ਡੋਲਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ. ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਲੋਕ ਬੋਲਣਗੇ. बहुत कुछ बोलेंगे. Do not get affected.
वो जी कई बार हम कल भी डिस्कस कर रहे थे अमिंदर जी, आपके पास वो क्वेश्चंस लिखे हुए हैं कि मैं पूछ रही थी कि कई बार होते हैं ना कि जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि बच्चे, जैसे माँ बाप टीवी बोलते हैं कि ये तो बड़े जिद्दी हैं, सुनते नहीं हैं. मेरे को अभी थोड़ा याद आ रहा है, कल अपन डिस्कस करते, जो बच्चे सुनते नहीं है, बड़े जिद्दी हैं यार, मैं इतना, मतलब मैं दुखी आ गई हूँ, है ना. मोस्टली मदर्स का डायलॉग होता है कि मेरा बच्चा तो टीवी देखता है तो ही खाना खाएगा, नहीं तो खाना ही नहीं खाएगा, ऐसे रो पड़ेगा, ऐसे है ना. वो जी
उसमें क्या है, वो जिदपना जो है, अगर we do not control it and help the child to change, then it become more strong. It become more strong. So what happens? Mothers have to understand कि ये जो बच्चा जो जिद कर रहा है, अगर ये बच्चा जिद कर रहा है and वो कहते टीवी लगाओ तो मैं देखूंगा, वो क्यों जिद कर रहा है और वो अड़ गया, एक हर्डल बढ़ गया कि मैं नहीं हिलूंगा. The mother is to realize कि भाई अगर वो जिद कर रहा है तो वो जिदपन आया कहाँ से, जिदपन कहाँ से आया. हम लोगों ने उनको आदत डाल दी. मोबाइल ले लो, देखो, एक फुलके के 3 फुलका खाया, मेरा बच्चे ने खा लिया. अच्छा, नहीं जिद किया, मेरे को तो टीवी के सामने बैठ जाओ, असी बड़े खुश. आहिस्ता आहिस्ता the child is being poisoned. We don't even realize. It's not our fault because we never had this idea. ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਇਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਚਪਾਤੀ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ 2-3 ਚਪਾਤੀ ਖਾ ਲਈ, ਤੇ we think that's allowed. We never saw on the consequences of that. We never even knew. And the day we say no watching TV, they say तू कौन थे मैं कौन. I want it. आदत डाली किसने? हमने. So now we have to find a way of how to break this stone, how to break this hurdle, how to break it. We have to make an effort to make something which is much better than that, which attracts them. कोई sports, कुछ ना कुछ, I think we have to make an effort to break that pattern. so that we can break that stone. नहीं तो stone बनते दीवार बन जाएगी, एक दीवार बन जाएगी between the mother and the son. He said, get to hell.
बट वो बोलते माँ का दिल है ना, माँ कैसे छोड़ेगी? माँ
तो
मैं
माँ हाँ तो माँ का दिल है ना, माँ का दिल इतना नरम है कहते हैं कि वो कहते हैं मैं कैसे छोड़ दूं, मेरा बच्चा भूखा है मैं कैसे छोड़ दूं. माँ कहती है ना मेरा बच्चा भूखा, मेरा मैं कैसे दे दूं. व्हाट डू द डॉक्टर से? प्लीज फॉरगेट द मदर्स हार्ट. बच्चा भूखा होगा वो जरूर खाएगा, वो खाएगा जरूर खाएगा, उसको छोड़ दो. बट वी
Yes,
डोंट.
Harpreet Arora ji has to say something.
हाँ
Please
जी
unmute.
बच्चा.
Yeah. Fuaji, just an example today in the school, there was a child who is not into studies at all. And
Okay.
parents came with the complaint ki padda nahi, likhda nahi. And and he's into mobile and all. So of course told them to reduce the mobile and, really restrict it. But also, बच्चे know karate the classes shuru हुई हैं school age. He wants to join that, right? So then, but the parents are saying, पढ़ाई नहीं करता, हम कराटे कैसे join करा दें? So then, that's what I said कि वो बच्चे को जहाँ पे interest है, वो भी तो करो, right? वो जिद्दी हो रहा है, सब कुछ हो रहा है, आप पे कोई बात नहीं सुन रहा है, कहीं पे उसकी बात माननी कभी भी शुरू करो. हर बात पे तो we can't say no, ना?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Right. So I just wanted to share this thing that sometimes we have to not say, because as parents at times we feel कि बस पढ़ाइयाँ ही होंगी तो कुछ जिंदगी आगे बढ़ेगी.
So, but that is what our system is changing. That education is not everything.
Right.
We have to go into the part where the child is fond of. He has his own, ability. He has his own capability. He has different, अपनी उसकी passions होती हैं. We have to see. We have to take out that also. That is why nowadays study is not everything. They have to be all rounders. So this is where we have to dig into the children and find out what he wants. He said no पढ़ाई, then he said get lost. No पढ़ाई also. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਉਸਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਔਰ ਜੋ ਚੀਜ਼ ਉਸਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੈ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਤੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ. That's the way. So this is, we have to educate ourselves. We have to educate. अगर ऐसे बच्चों की जिद है जरा एकदम hurdles बन गए, it's like a wall, like a stone they have become. If we will not do it now, these children are the ones who become like the bipolars and by the narcissists. These are the children who are becoming. It's now high time we should start working on the children now.
Yes, Ravinder Kaur ji, unmute.
Hanji Ravinder, I think we take the last question. Hanji Ravinder.
Okay, this is the last question.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ, ਖਾਣਾ मतलब नहीं खाएंगे तो छोड़ दो, आप पे भूख लगेगी खाएंगे. लेकिन बुआ जी फिर वो लोग गंद मंद ही खाते हैं ना कट के. फिर
see what happens, I tell you. First try to make that type of a food with the children like. For example, children like to have pizza. They'll get it from the outside. Pizza लेंगे, गंद मंद खा ले सब. ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਘਰ ਹੀ pizza ਬਣਾਵਾਂਗੇ. I'll get my cheese, I'll get not this thing, I'll get a wheat testing made, I'll make it and give it to the child. Won't that be very good? Parents have to make an effort. Effort ਤੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ parents को. ਅਸੀਂ बोलिए आज मूंगी दी दाल बनी खा लो, बच्चे का मैं ना खाना, खाओ किस्मत है सिर, मैं तो और कुछ खावांगा. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਪੜਾਉਂਦੇ हैं कि we get them into a habit कि चलो हर चीज खानी चाहिए है. कोई बच्चे दे, कोई हस्बैंड चीज बनाओ. This is the effort where we have to use.
पर भुआ जी डेली बेसिस उस ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਨਾ. ਫਿਰ ਚਲੋ
ਦੇਖੋ on daily basis ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲੋ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਣਾ, ਇਹੀ ਖਾਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ. But see that they don't get the food from outside. That you have to see. ये यूजुअली ਹੁੰਦਾ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ बहुत छोटे बच्चे ना who cannot order, वो बच्चे नहीं खाते तो डॉक्टर की इसका भूख की मर गई, भूख की नहीं लगती, इसको खाना दो. कितनी बार हमने ये क्या नहीं, वो आधा ही कहते छोड़ दो, ये अपने आप खाएंगे. Those are for those children. Now those children you are talking about are those children who can order from outside.
नहीं ਭੁਆ ਜੀ मैं छोटे बच्चों की गल कर रही हूं. वो फिर रॉस खोल के बिस्किट खा लिया, चॉकलेट्स खा लिया, ये खा लिया, वो खा लिया, इंज कर देने. फिर
how small
8 years.
8 years is big enough. 8 is big enough. I'm talking about very small children that छोड़ दो इन्हें बच्चे ने अगर कहना नहीं खाना तो don't get those things inside the house लेके नहीं आना because ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਖੁਦ ਹੀ ਗਲਤ ਆਦਤ ਪਾ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਦਤ ਪਾਈ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਦਤ ਪਾਈ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਸਨੈਕਸ ਤੇ ਚਾਕਲੇਟਸ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਟੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਗੈਸਟ ਆਣਗੇ ਤੇ ਗੈਸਟ ਖਾਣਗੇ ਔਰ ਸਿਰ ਖਾਣਗੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਖਾ ਛੋੜਦੇ by the time the guest come all the doubles are khali this is the actual fact
Yes.
we have to be very careful we have to be very very cautious about these things बहुत ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा बच्चे कार है कहते effort करना पड़ेगा we have to make it don't keep एक दिन दो दिन वो चीज बनाओ जो बच्चे ਨੂੰ अच्छा लगता है एक आध बच्चे ਨੂੰ अच्छा लगता है कि किसी ਨੂੰ अच्छा लगता है तो चलो चीज बनाओ ਤੁਸੀਂ एक हफ्ता ही चलाओगे ना you see slowly it will stop it will stop but we don't have the time to make that effort no कोई time है ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ है तो ਦੱਸੋ हाँ जी मेरे ਕੋਲ time है take the time bachcha
But Boji, I want to add, Ravinder ji, what she said, because we also have kids, Ravinder ji. Boji very rightly said, because we also change our lifestyle. We used to get all biscuits and all that stuff because, we just want to get rid of ki, I don't have time. So now I stop. Even cold drinks, I never get it at my home. It was like strictly my mother-in-law, but I really appreciate her कि नहीं आती हैं. अब आप बोलो आपके बच्चे पीते नहीं, बाहर पीते, रोज तो नहीं पियेंगे ना. मैं घर लेके आऊंगी तो सुबह शाम पियेंगे. बाहर जाके बात अलग है, ठीक है, मैं नहीं कहती मेरे बच्चे नहीं पीते, सब पीते हैं ऐसे, पर एटलीस्ट आप देखो वो जो 7 दिन में से 1 दिन पी रहे हैं ना, 6 दिन तो मैं प्रोटेक्ट कर रही हूँ. और गेस्ट की बात है, घर पे गेस्ट आते हो तो कोई बात नहीं, आज कौन सा दूर है, वी ऑल आर लिविंग इन अ बिग सिटीज, एक फोन करो जेप्टो, घर पे फोन करो सब नीचे मिलता है. कमिंग टू योर ईटिंग हैबिट्स, बिकॉज आई एम टॉकिंग माई पर्सनल की वो जैसे जपनो डजंट ईट दाल, उसको भी इंडियन फूड नहीं, शी इज वेरी फैंसी टाइप, तो अभी दाल का जैसे शी लाइक्स चिल्ला, तो मुझे कि मेरे बच्चे के अंदर जाना चाहिए, तो मैं क्या करती हूँ उसको चिल्ला बना दिया. सो आई रिप्लेस द थिंग्स कि अच्छा पास्ता खाना है तो मैं ग्लूटेन फ्री ऐसे पास्ता लाई, उसमें सब्जियां पीस के कर दी. तो वी आल्सो फाइंड आउट द वे एज अ मदर. हाँ, मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, आई नो वी,
मेहनत मेन चीज मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी
बट अगर हमारे पास हेल्पर्स हैं घर पे तो वी कैन जस्ट गाइड देम. इतनी सी
और
मेहनत
नहीं अगर नहीं करोगे बच्चे जिद्दी हो जाएंगे बच्चे कहेंगे हम वही खाएंगे जो हमारा दिल करेगा नहीं बनाओगे तो क्या हम बाहर से खा लेंगे slowly becomes building it up. So to break the circle we have to change, we have to take a little bit of effort. अगर ਅਸੀਂ एफर्ट करेंगे ऑटोमेटिकली ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ जिद भी कट जाएगी और अगर नहीं कटती है ਵੱਧਦੀ जाके बहुत खराबी करेगा.
पर वो जी हमें बच्चों की सुननी चाहिए, पर कभी कभी हम एज अ पेरेंट्स बोलते नहीं जो बना है वही खाओ. कभी कभी वंस इन अ ब्लू, मतलब कभी कभी मुझे पता है मेरे बच्चे को नहीं है तो आई शुड फाइंड द अल्टरनेटिव, हेल्दी अल्टरनेटिव एंड फुलफिल दैट थिंग ना. इट्स ओके.
Yes, it is okay once in a while. Don't tell me ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁੱਧ ਦੇ ਤੋਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਨਾ. ਅੱਜ ਗਏ ਨਾ ਪੰਡਚੇਰੀ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਦਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੋਲੇ ਪੈਸਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ ਖਾਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਖਾਇਆ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਇਆ so that everything is okay. But ਜਦੋਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਜ਼ਿੱਦੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨਾ that character nature no then be very careful ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜ਼ਿੱਦਪਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ the stubbornness should not extend, should not extend.
Yeah, right. Waji is saying right. बच्चे जिद्दी होंदे हैं, but ये है कि we can control them. Control in what sense? तुसी 2 वारी उन्हां दी गल मनो और एक वारी अपनी मनो. Then they will listen. All time we cannot. Every time we cannot. We should not say yes. Because कितने ना कितने फिर उन्हां दे brain में हो जाता है. Oh, it's always yes. और फिर जब no बोलोगे, then they will rebel.
Yes,
so let
absolutely
them
right. Absolutely
get
right.
the habit कि no भी बोलना सुनना सिखाना.
Absolutely
Okay.
right.
So today we come to the end of the session. The drops of rain make a hole in the stone, not by violence, but by often falling. Thank you, Jeevan Jaj, for giving us a platform to empower ourselves. Thank you, Vindriji, for coming with amazing topics on and enlightening us with your wisdom. We are very grateful to you. And lastly, thank you for a beautiful audience listening to Vindriji patiently. And tomorrow we'll see you at the same time. We continue with this series. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
All come onto the screen, smiling faces. All the stones are melting. Melt all the stones inside. All come onto the screen. Arunjit Kaur, please come onto the screen. Please come onto the screen. All come onto the screen. Yes, I can see the smile. All the stones are melting. Just see how beautiful. All the stones are melting. Come on, click everyone. Yes. Yes. Baljit Kaur. Come on, Mahinder Kaur. Tajinder Kaur. All of them. Yes. I want all your smiling faces. Yes. Yes. That's lovely. That's lovely. So see you tomorrow with smiling faces. And I want to hear this stone got melted inside. आज इस पत्थर को मैंने तोड़ दिया, इस दीवार को मैंने तोड़ दिया. So see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock sharp. वाहिगुरु जी का